Welcome back to Disco Elysium, where today we are going to head into the Feld R&D building. Finally. So this, as I understand it, is the... Good morning, Kim. Is the beginning of the end game. I believe right before we stopped last time, I set us up for physical instrument, which I'm pretty sure we're going to need for getting into the Feld building, either to teleport or to climb into the thing down here. Let's see if we can teleport, because clearly teleportation is much cooler than just whipping open a door. Okay, here we go.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
Oh, it's savoir-faire. It's savoir-faire, not physical instrument. Okay, so we might put a point into that. But first, we will try this thing over here, since I was dead set on physical instrument anyway.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
Okay, so we do have a better chance than we did last time because we broke into Kuno's apartment. And I think we already had broken into Communist apartment, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we have 58% chance, so let's give it a shot. Cross your fingers. Wait, where? Oh, here. Duh. Oh, no!
Too exhausting
oh,
to even
my
try.
God.
You'd only bloody your fingers on the rust.
Wow, we took a morale hit, and I think I took a morale hit. That was horrible. I just looked at all of our equipment. So obviously the choice is between physical instrument here, where we're already getting a bonus of 1 from items, and savoir-faire here, where we're not getting any bonus. Our equipment, with our equipment, we can get 1 more point. With physical instrument, we're capped out on equipment. So the question is, should we put 1 point in physical instrument, or and do the door, or 1 point in savoir-faire and do the teleportation? Obviously the teleportation is much cooler, but I really just want to get in there. So let's compare the two here. So this is the barred door. It's heroic, which obviously is harder than Feld Ladder, which is challenging. I don't know if it's how much harder heroic is than challenging. Obviously I could look at the wiki, but that seems like cheating. So the question is, we can get savoir-faire up to 5 by dropping in a point and equipping something, or we can get this up to 7 by dropping in a point, and of course we can take some drugs too. I think I'm willing to do the savoir-faire because I like teleportation. I can't imagine challenging and heroic are even close to each other, so I imagine we stand a pretty decent chance. So now we should have the Feld Ladder open again. Let me put on the equipment. I think it was a pair of glasses. Here it is, savoir-faire. Okay, let's just double check that we've got... Yeah, we now have 5 to the physical instrument 6, which could be 7. So the most we can get delta here is 2, right? So let's go up here. I don't think while it's locked... Oh, no, it's not. We just unlocked it. So let's find out what our percentage chance is. We can do some speed. We have a lot of speed. So let's see what our chance is.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, 92%! Well, oh, it told us what it was. I think the one down there was 15 or 16. So, okay, here we go. Let's do it. We better succeed, man. I don't need no XCOM nonsense.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
teleport. Let's do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
This is my favorite part of the game so far. Teleportation. Yes, all of the supernatural stuff I thought was at the beginning and none of it showed up. Except maybe the pail, which I'm not sure that counts. This is supernatural nonsense, and I dig it.
Okay, well, that's impressive, but...
But what, Kim? I teleported.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
There is no way that superstar is just going to sit there and stand like a Samar master. He is going to gloat like crazy. Kim, you know what? I did it. I teleported.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
What? You're full of shit. You see what you want to see, Kim.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear,
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
You know, Kim is such a killjoy. Okay, first let's check this orb, because it looks like there's stairs here for us to go in. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire, which is no surprise, given what's happened here in Martinez. Okay, we're going to go to those stairs. Oh, we're taking the long way? Oh, I guess, yeah, we can't just jump across. If we had more savoir-faire, we might be able to. Oh, stop! Stones fall. It's a long way down. Wait, was that, did I accidentally hit the orb? Oh, I did. Okay. Well, that was something. Okay, we're going to go down here. We can run down the stairs because we are cool. Alright, let's check this orb. Will this let Kim in? The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. Oh, what's this on the floor? Another postcard. Martinez 98. Okay, we will look at that in a little bit. Let's go here. There's nothing else on tab but these stairs. And obviously that postcard that was there. Whoa, look at all these orbs and we have a thought. You should take out your flashlight. Okay, that's undoubtedly a thought. So let's do that. Wait, should we look at the postcard? No, we're going to wait on the postcard. Okay, let's take out our flashlight. We're going to put it in place of... Let me just double check what this does. Inland Empire. Oh yeah, no, definitely. We need a lot of empathy for talking to Ruby. In fact, let's put on... Oops. Let's put on the proper glasses. Actually, these are the ones we were wearing. I kind of like the... No, you know what? We're going to go empathy. We're going to go empathy. Okay, here we go. We've got our flashlight. Here we go. Let's check out these orbs. And there's something up here too. Some rocks or something. Antiquated office furniture. Last century, maybe? The collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. That's what we can squeeze by to. But let's go check out these orbs. There's a yellow one here. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. That's all kinds of nasty. Old file folders in the cart. Documents silvery with mold. Let's just check over here. Can we keep going here? We can. Although, is this an exit? This doesn't look like an exit. So let me... Oh, but there's stuff over there. Okay, we're going to go check over there first. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Oh, well. Alright, let's go check out this room. Whoa. Hey, is that Krasmazov on the wall? Thought. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months. Maybe years. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. That probably is Krasmazov. These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs. The same slit window you saw from the outside. Oh.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
Oh, that's a little bit unexpected. This is not the boardwalk, nor are we on an island.
This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of.
That's weird. Okay, let's peek out.
Outside the window, another day. The beach sand soaks up the drizzling rain, growing darker and darker.
Would this have been a good hideout for a sniper?
It's a good place to hide, but doesn't look like anyone has stayed here in a while.
Is it feasible to hit a target in the whirling in rags from this window?
No, it's not. No matter how you crane your neck, you can't see the whole of the whirling in rags, and certainly not the relevant segment of the top floor.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. In fact, I'm a little bit frustrated that we spent so much time going back and forth to the boardwalk, and I was thinking I'm doing something wrong or it's a bug.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Let's brush the dust off.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
Now I wish I hadn't shaved off my hair. We could have looked like Kras.
Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand. Grains stick into the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Wow, that's neat. Shivers always has really interesting stuff. Let's leave this poster. See what this is. It looks like a stove, maybe? Or a desk? Oh, what is this? A revolutionary's hat. +1 to Mazovian socioeconomics. Wait a second. We have Mazovian socioeconomics. Don't we? Wasn't that like one of our first... It is. What does that mean even? Left-wing dialogue options give +4 XP, -1 visual calculus, -1 authority. So let's put that on and see what... So this is the first gear that I've had that adds to a thought that a thought that we've already internalized. So let's take a look now. That doesn't seem to have any additional... What does that even mean? I don't know what it means to be +1 on Mazovian socioeconomics. Okay, well, I like our logic hat. Although, nah, I like our logic hat. No, we are a communist at heart. There we go. We're gonna wear that. Plus, we look ridiculous. Here we go.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory.
Another thought coming in? This is a new Ushanka, right?
Kraz Mazov would have worn this Ushanka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
That is awesome. Glory to the revolution. Let's take a look. Where is that? That's over here. Here it is. Superstar Cop is at 20, of course. Communist is 32. 32. We're both a communist and somewhat ultra-liberal. We still have killed more people, which is good. And we're way on the good cop side. I assume it would be negative if it were a bad cop. Anyway, we're wearing this thing. This is amazing. Oh, and then of course, whoops. Then of course, now we just need to check the island for bullet traces. I don't know where the island is, but I have no doubt that we'll find it. Should we see if wearing the hat and being more communist has
A
helped?
mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted.
No, it hasn't. Okay. So let's go back over here. And we're going to go... Let's go up here. Because I know there's an exit over there. Wait, let's check this. Boot prints in the sand. One of the souls appears more worn than the other. Oh, that is Ruby. To a T. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to exit... Oh, another thought. It's getting louder. The buzzing sound. What buzzing sound? Okay, we're going pretty far afield here. Yeah, we're going to go back to the other place in a second. Oh, look, artwork or something. We got a jacket. A Composure and Shivers jacket? Polar Anorak. Wow, we're getting lots of gear. What is our jacket currently? Esprit de Corps and Shivers. You know what? I think Composure and Shivers is more what we would hope for. Yes, yes. Less Esprit de Corps, more hoping we're composed. Now we look like we're ready for Siberia, too. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Oh, some stuff here. It looks like oil barrels or something. 40 cents, I'll take it. Another $1.15, also we'll take. I approve. Oh, wait, okay, alright, you can take the long way, Superstar. Oh no, that's the really long way. We're not doing that yet. Let's go check this out.
Suddenly,
oh no!
your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. The static overcomes you.
Ruby, what the hell?
The darkness takes over as
oh my God.
you feel yourself slipping into an unknown mute state. Oh, it's death. This is the end.
Fucking Ruby killed us. Holy crap, that'll teach me to wander around.
Cop dies under the boardwalk. An officer of the RCM, hot on the track of a suspect, died yesterday, of causes yet to be determined. I told him not to go after the suspect without me, said Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, the deceased partner on the case. But it seems that he wanted to play the hero. It's just like him to run straight into the lion's den, fly unzipped and arms flailing, said Satellite Officer Jean Vicmer, friend and colleague of the officer. If ever I saw a man with a death wish.
We weren't wearing pants with a fly, so it couldn't have been unzipped. Let's try this again. Okay, and here we are again in our second home shack from the washerwoman. Good morning, Kim. It feels like I just saw you a moment ago. Let's do this all again. Okay, and here we are after the recovery from death. It says a series of thick, dusty panes of glass. I've basically redone everything except I haven't gone up here. Ruby is kind of off the screen a little bit. So let's see what's in here. Oh, we got another jacket. A suggestion jacket. Inter-Esolary suit jacket. And it was a +1 suggestion. Okay. Dressed for the occasion. Oh, you know what? Let's look at it. Inter-Esolary suit jacket. Dressed for the occasion. A muted brown suit jacket perfect for a day at the office or an evening at a cafe. The red rose at the bottom of the left breast pocket is slowly wilting. And I'm going to take off our hat because I didn't read it. Revolutionary's hat. +1 to Mazovian socioeconomics. Friendly neighborhood communard. An Ushanka with the Mazovian logo. A pair of deer antlers on its silvery white front. Your ears feel cuddled and cared for by the state. Let's put it back on. And somewhere around here we got a jacket, but I don't remember what. Alright, let's read the postcard. Postcard, Martinez 98. A faded picture postcard from the end of the last century shows Martinez as it was before the revolution. It's the height of summer. Rue de Saint-Gelaine is teeming with parasol-wielding bourgeoisie, and wild pines flags buttress the walkway. Nothing is written on the back. Okay, what's happening here? This is look for Ruby on the coast. We need to enter the building and let Kim in too. This is the determine where the shot came from. So now we need to figure out where to let Kim in. Oh, look! Oh my gosh, I walked right past it before. There's Kim standing at this door.
2 rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Oh, maybe... Look, here's the end of the pipe. This must be the other side of the door we couldn't open. Who's there?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
Alright. Let's push the doors open. Kim, what a surprise.
Easier from this side. The panels on the rails slide once you dust the sand off. With the help of your partner, from the other side, the doors open with a creak.
Okay.
I hope no one dangerous heard that.
Yeah, I hope so too, because there is in fact someone dangerous in here. You ready?
Yes. Time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
Okay. Well, I had to let you in.
Not running is a great way to do that.
Okay. That's a gigantic hint that I will take. And we autosaved. So what's this business? Oh, that's probably the exit. Okay. So I will take that hint. We won't walk. I mean, we won't run. We got everything over here. So we're going to go up here. Kim, you don't need to trail behind so far. Okay. And what do you think of my new hat, too? Oh, there's footprints here. Boot prints in the sand. One of the soles appears more worn than the other. Let's go over here. Wait, no. Let's go over here. Oh, a thought. There is something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. Oh, we missed that before. The tunnel collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. Well, I did. I found it before in a prior life. But I guess this superstar wouldn't know that. This is where I want to turn around to Kim and trip the thing that says, "You seem to be following me." Oh, I thought. It gets louder, the buzzing sound. You see, before I said, "What buzzing sound?" But now we know, because we saw that orb. Oh, I thought.
There it is again. Like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
We didn't get this last time. Look, we can still move the flashlight. I dig that. Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A pain. A strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole weren't smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
Well, I don't really feel like we have control over many of the events here, but I accept that.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize.
Ah, we've worked very hard to keep it deadlocked, too. Oh, look, we just made that check on logic.
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Oh, look at this. We found out Evrart's plan to take over the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it. I was trying to avoid that because I don't know that we trust Joyce any more than Evrart. And somebody in the comment section said some cool stuff happens when you tell her, but I don't think Superstar would do that, so I'll just have to replay. How bad do you think things could get? Let's ask him that.
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
That's not a vote of confidence.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
That's a little bit of bullshit right there. All right, let's see what he says in response to this. Should we tell Joyce about Everart's plan?
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Okay, now I need to stop for a second and think. Would he do this? I don't think Superstar would tell Joyce, even though based on that comment, I want to do it, but I don't think Superstar would. I think he likes keeping them in deadlock. What do you think there is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars. I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
Okay.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of savoir-faire.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Right, so basically they're saying you can tell Joyce now or you're done and you can never go back again. So first, let's see what happened here. Look for Ruby on the coast. Enter the cavern below the Feld building when you're ready. Note, Union and cryptozoology business might end when you do. Cryptozoology? I knew the Phasmid existed. I just couldn't find it. Damn, that's frustrating. Well, I think we missed the Phasmid opportunity. I stay with what I said. I stand by what I said. I really, really want to go tell Joyce, though. I'll tell you that. This is our polar anorak, and this is a jacket we want to put on. Oh, I decided last time we did, because I like composure. We want him to be more composed, plus he looks completely ridiculous, although he always does. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Some money over here. Some more money over here. Should we tell Joyce? Should we tell Joyce? Kim, what do you think? Should we tell Joyce? No, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Here we go. No, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it, and I just quick-saved. Let's see what happens.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I wonder if this is her super high-frequency radio transmission stuff that Angus was talking about and that we found in her lorry.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
Yes, here we are, Ruby.
The voice coming through the whirlwind of pain is not malicious. She doesn't want to hurt you, but she has to.
We just made this suggestion check.
Doesn't wish to hurt you. Not according to your ear canals. Wait, no, not even your ear canals. This is going directly into your neural pathways.
Well, we can either cover our ears or not. So we're going to not cover them. Forget it if it's going into our neural pathways.
That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
Are you going to kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Pale latitude compressor, that sounds cool.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to remember, ULAN.
Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations. It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Oh, there's some crazy business going on.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the Pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the Pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the Pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
I believe it. This is crazy business.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
Oh, I wonder if it could be used on the light-bending guy.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for Pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
All right, let's do that suggestion. So how did you get your hands on this thing, Ruby?
I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we are, Kim. That's kind of a ridiculous comment.
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Will I stay like this forever, Ruby?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
2455790.
Have you experienced this compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Wow. Should we still keep talking to her? I guess so. This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed, Lele.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
Well, if you're innocent, you shouldn't be doing this.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Interesting. Could you please just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
You're looking for a deal on mattress.
Done this.
God damn it.
She regards us and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
She's carrying a 2-barreled front loader. Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much.
All right, we're going to heal some health. So that should help a little bit.
Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
Well, okay, so we have an 83% chance. It's a red check to destroy the machine, but let's talk to her a little more. How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under the floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
We were invited in.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way, Isabel the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Why hide the bullet, though?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
Not like we had a choice.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Ah, yes, I guess so, right? Did you shoot Lele?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you.
Well, in fact it does.
Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
When I threatened to arrest her, Klaji broke. She told me everything.
Oh. Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Oh boy, I'm not sure what to say here. Titus, alright, let's go with this. Titus told me. It took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. And those guys liked me, I know it. But this is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Pfft. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Honestly, I don't know how I do it. I just stumbled in here. Can you please explain this shit to me?
What shit? I told you I didn't do it. Sounds pretty simple to me.
She says this while adjusting the grip on her gun.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Do you have an alibi for when Lele was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
Our investigation, wincing from the pain, has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city.
You know, everybody's a pinball hater. Why is everybody hating on the pinball?
Why?
There are some mysterious pinball machines in some pretty mysterious rooms in the Whirling.
Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries.
Okay, I want to do the paranatural and the supernatural stuff, but I don't think in Pain he's going to do that. What about elevators? Do you like elevators?
The fuck do elevators have to do with anything?
Do you or don't you?
Not particularly.
Not even, grabbing our head, quaint old rickety ones?
I'm not really into old shit for old shit's sake.
God damn it!
Okay, let's let this go. Look, there's a secret way from the ground floor of the Whirling to the roof.
Don't know it, but also...
She frowned, studying our face.
Evaluating your competence as a police officer.
The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
The pain stops him from finishing his sentence.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You liked Klaji a lot,
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
but you wanted to be more than just friends.
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
She said you wanted to run away with her.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
See, I think Klaji did it.
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Klaji was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Klausy only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
I'm not sure we care who's lying. We know that Klaja is a liar. Then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
That's very big of you.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
Is peeping one of your hobbies?
Wow. Pissing, pinball, and now peeping. I'm just not following your insinuations, Detective.
There's a hole in the wall. You can see into Claudia's room. I wouldn't blame it if you've...
If I want to stare at a pretty girl, I can pick one up at a bar. Or, worst case scenario, look at a naughty photo. Who has time to go skulking about the whirling, drilling holes in walls?
So you haven't been watching Claudia through a hole in the wall?
Nope. Look, she has an effect on people. That je ne sais quoi that makes it impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize, for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
Claudia said you got very angry when she started seeing Lele, threatened her.
Yeah. One time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
Well, it sounds like she is, so maybe that's what's going on. But despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching?
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
Yeah, well, much like Lele, after he was shot in the head. There are other things I ask about.
Go ahead. It's your body.
Oh my gosh. You're running. Drugs for the union. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her.
I wonder if she's just gonna kill us.
Maybe twist the knife, just in case. Make her more desperate.
Yeah, I made him talk.
Yeah, that figures. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
Not really.
She's more upset than she lets on.
You're a criminal, I can't trust anything you say? No. We're trusting Evrart, and we're trusting Claudia. You had a financial incentive to kill the merc?
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the union.
Lieutenant is unable to articulate his question, which could very much be, why the fuck are you talking so much? Get her to shut it off.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I'm not sure we care.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
She turns the knob down just a millimeter.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
But you're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Hey!
There's a sinister note in her voice. Even with the gun and the compressor, she's afraid of you.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Oh, look at this. Nudged it during drugs talk. Should we listen to her version or should we take the 92%er? Alright, who killed the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Yeah, she's been trying to figure it out.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claudia's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
I want to hear what she has to say about Sunday. I don't know if we'll be able to get her to talk to us. Yes, we're going to try it. We're going to destroy the machine. Here we go. Look at us creeping up on it. We're creeping up on it. We're pushing through the pain like one of those old amusement park rides where you get the spinner thingy or whatever.
The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
We're going to whisper over our shoulder. You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
She puts the barrel of the gun in her mouth. No. Wait, whoa, no. Oh, lying about Tommy. Oh, no. We can let her kill herself? No, let's... Oh, my God. Oh, crap. What are you doing?
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the
Oh, no.
solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes, it is.
Okay, we're gonna take this 58%er. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I hope she doesn't kill herself.
You should know
Oh,
the words
no!
to say. You've
Oh, no!
been here yourself. So why is it not coming to you?
Oh, why am I standing here like an idiot?
Because you've been going around pointing a gun at yourself, trying to answer the same question in vain. Her finger squeezes the trigger now.
No, but she doesn't deserve to die like this.
No, wait. Finally, it comes to you. A
Here
way
we
to
go.
connect with her.
Oh my god, I hope it works because we failed that check. I know your pain. I know it, Ruby. I've been let down by women too. Oh,
She
fuck!
flashes you an incredulous grin. Then she exhales sharply, shakes her head, and pulls the trigger.
Oh, wow. 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 Wow.
You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Oh god.
Fuck.
She killed herself. I failed to talk her down.
Lieutenant Evrart Dubois, control your emotions. We did our job. This won't be the worst thing that happens on this case, believe me. You can't let this break you.
There is no coming back from this one. It will stay with you in nightmares.
We can say we're done, but it's not our fault. It's not our fault. I think maybe I'm done. Okay, but that doesn't mean Superstar is. He needs this case to redeem himself. I guess he'll compose himself. Okay. What do we do now?
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it there for today. That was intense. Like, suicide's no joke. I mean, not that it's played out as a joke in this game. It's been a very emotional game. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for today. I really appreciate the support, your viewership, and I love you very much. Remember to have your pets spayed or neutered. I'll be back soon.